My name is Jenny Morrison. I'm the founder and owner of Junior Jive Music and Movement Program. Junior Jive started in 2011 when I took the bold step of moving away from full-time teaching as a foundation phase and remedial teacher and followed my dream and my passion of doing music and movement for preschoolers full-time. Junior Jive is a music and movement program specifically geared for children from the ages of 4 months old to 6 years. We are an authentic South African curriculum. We try and encourage the children to learn a variety of South African languages, which includes English, Afrikaans, Sesotho, Setswana, isiXhosa, and isiZulu songs.
To be a Junior Jive teacher, wow, it's an incredible experience. We get to make such a difference in children's lives, and I don't think you really understand the effect that you have on a child's life until you become a regular occurrence in their class and in their life. And then I'll never forget one of my first, I'd only been teaching for about a month or so, and I'd taken over school from a previous teacher. And I arrived at the school and I literally got swamped. I got swamped by every single child in this class coming up to me to give me this beautiful big hug, and it was just the most amazing experience of love.
And being a Junior Jive teacher has so many aspects to it. It's fun, it's stressful, it's joyful, it's sad, it's a lot of emotions into one. Especially towards the end of the year when you know that you won't see your class, or even end of the term when you know that the term is over and you're not seeing them for a good 3 weeks, and you've spent so much time understanding this child, listening to the child, and trying to help them be a better person. It's also it teaches you as one of your tolerance points. It teaches one what to appreciate so much in life. But I think, to sum it all up, the best thing about being a Junior Jive teacher is the smile that the children give you at the end of each class, because you know that you've made a difference for the day, and the children are really happy to see you from the beginning of the class till the end of the class.
What is our company culture? What does Junior Jive mean to us, and how do we work within a team as a company? I think the most important thing is that we are a team. I think there's no hierarchy in the sense of this person and that person is senior to another person. We are all a team together because we're all learners together. And I think that is what's very important. Each one of us brings our own set of skills, our own set of talents, our own experiences with children and with music. And together we are so rich because of each other. And I think that's what's important. And in that company culture, we are striving to be better as people, to be better as women, to be better as teachers, and to be better as musicians.
We get to experience our days with the most amazing little creatures who bring light and joy into our lives every day. We get to sing with them and play with them and dance with them and teach them new complete concepts. And it's always amazing with the tiny little babies when you introduce a brand new instrument to them for the first time that they've heard, and you see that little spark in their eyes for the first time. I mean, it's absolutely magic, it really is.
You see how the parents appreciate what we do. I had a parent, beginning of the year, whose child had been doing Junior Jive from last year, and she said she's so thankful for Junior Jive because of all of the confidence that Junior Jive has given her child. So we bring a lot to the children, a lot more than we can actually imagine.
Junior Jive as a company.
Such fun. We have such fun. Wake up every morning and so super excited to be able to go out there and make a difference, you know, and not just feel that you are being a music teacher, but you're having fun. You're singing with the children and you're dancing with the children, and what for me, I don't know about you, Kakito, but I found such a difference in seeing how the children grow so quickly, especially over like your tiny little ones at the beginning of the year, and then writing the reports to them in the middle of the year, and you're like, wow, they've actually learned so much. It's been incredible.
That's true. I had a parent actually who said to me, "Thank you so much for Junior Jive because I've seen my child grow in confidence."
Oh,
That was such a thumbs up.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
To see
fantastic.
that we're doing such a big difference and we're making such a big difference to the children out there.
What is so amazing is that Junior Jive actually helps the children who have developmental problems, who have challenges with their perception, who have challenges with their concentration, who have challenges with areas that they really struggle with. And music is an amazing form of development for the children. And that is what we do on a weekly basis. So we are brilliant aid to each school to help the child develop as a whole child.
One of the things that definitely gives Junior Jive an unfair advantage over the other music and movement programs is that we are proudly South African. Our curriculum and our content is largely steeped in South Africa and created here in South Africa. So we're able to introduce our children from a very young age to a whole melting pot of music experiences that they wouldn't necessarily have had if they'd been partaking in an international or an overseas music program. I mean, this year we've taught our children, we're currently teaching them a Setswana song, we've taught them an isiZulu song, we've taught them, I think, at least 3 or 4 of our South African greetings. So, I mean, that's an amazing advantage and an amazing gift to give our children at that age.
Another thing also that we have a fair advantage on is that we can incorporate things that they hear about at home every single day. And languages, for example, like Kerry said, children who speak Setswana at home could relate to the Setswana songs and to the Zulu songs. And with the children who are in Afrikaans schools and that are doing the Afrikaans curriculum, they could also relate because this is something that they speak on a daily basis. This is a language, rather, that they speak on a daily basis at home.
When I was teaching full-time as a foundation phase teacher, I often used to spend a lot of time and energy on the school politics, on what the education department needed from us, where we had to do things in triplicate. And I didn't have enough time to spend on the needs of my children. And I found that was a huge frustration for me. And if you are passionate about education, if you are passionate about children, then Junior Jive is the place to be, where you can really use your passion and your love for children without having those kind of restrictions. So what are we looking for in a teacher? First of all, it must be a female.
As you can see. And she needs to be passionate about what she does. And love children. Passion and love for children are 2 big important factors. Yes.
I think a music qualification or music background is very, very important, because you are able to then pick up on nuances within the classroom, learning times and little bits that the children talk about, and you can bring that into your lesson and make it a learning moment for them. And if you have that music background, then you are able to pick up on those nuances and then teach the children incidentally and not just when it says so in the curriculum.
And I think somebody who is willing to be out there in front of the children. We do quite a bit of creative movement besides the singing and the instrument play, and children feed off your energy. So if you go into the class, like you said earlier, Jenny, energetic and full of energy, and you share it with the children, they will give that back to you. But if you're going to stand in front of the class and be meek and shy, then that's the type of response you're going to get from the children as well. So definitely somebody who's quite willing to be out there and quite theatrical, especially with the younger children. I often call that my one-woman show, because sometimes you just get looked at like,
and especially with your 3-month-old little babies.
Yes.
But they are absorbing, and they are taking in every single gesture that you're making, facial expression, word, their vocabulary is being built up. So it's so important for them, yes. And that is also what brings me to the next point, is that somebody who has a good singing voice. It's important to be able to sing in tune without music, so that the children can hear what a singing voice is. Often we hear today so many times people sing with music and with backing tracks, but they must also hear what a singing voice sounds like without the backing tracks. So somebody who can sing, somebody who can follow a tune, and then with that, a rhythm, having a beat, having a steady, being able to keep a steady beat, being able to learn if you don't know yet, but even if you do know, that's wonderful, but if you don't know, to be able to play the drum. We are busy doing djembe drums and Zulu drums, so that is skills that we teach the children, and that is a skill that as a teacher we expect to have as well.
She must have a driving license and a car to get around, because we are expanding. And we're moving. We're in the north, we're in the west, and we're moving to the east, and we're in Cape Town. So,
and excellent communication skills. I think that is very, very important. Communication skills with the parents, with the children, with the principals, with the schools, and to be able to take the back, to be humble, I think is very important. And to put your client first is really important, because we are a service industry. We provide them with a service, and Junior Jive service is excellent, and I think we want to keep it at that excellent standard. My dream is that every preschool child in Southern Africa is given the joy of music and movement in their school or in their home, in order to develop their language, mathematical, social, emotional, and cognitive skills. I believe that all children have music potential, not only children perceived to be musical, and every child has the potential for successful, meaningful interactions with music. If you would like to join me in fulfilling this dream, please submit your detailed CV with 3 contactable references. I look forward to hearing from you.